my god. What movie did you guys watch the movie? It wasn't good. It was not a good movie. Hello everyone. I am Mecha42, your favorite YouTube harpy. I never do that live. Do I do that live? Sometimes I do. Sometimes I do it live. Alright, I gotta turn on my notifications. I gotta make sure everything's up. Hello everyone. Oh my god. I watched it. It was close to leaving a few times. I started having these flashes of like, oh gee, there's this Dane DeHaan movie that's like playing and it's a Western and I kind of want to see that instead, even though I've never heard of it. It's probably terrible. Brie Larson's basically Mario. She's basically Mario when he gets the flashing star. She's the bestest thing ever and is invincible. Oh lord. Yes, porgs. We have porgs. Oh my god. Why was this movie so bad? Why was this movie so bad? The person next to me in the theater loved it. I don't understand. Like okay, this side they were loving it. This side they were hating it. I'm gonna skip on to Captain Marvel. Just watch Wonder Woman instead. Yeah, there's nothing important in Captain Marvel. You can just Google what you need to know. You can just Google the end scene. That's all you need to know. Just Google the end scene. Hi Mecha. Captain Marvel is a 90s indie film with a $150 million budget. Yes. Oh yeah, I agree 100%. People near you are a scroll. At least the cat was Orange Cat good. Orange Cat very, very good. He was real cute. He was so cute. He was giving kisses. He goes up to Nick Fury. He's like, I love you, Samuel L. Jackson. He's so sweet. I love the little kitty. And Samuel L. Jackson loved the kitty. That was the best part of the movie. Was the kitty. Oh, thank you so much. Justin, maybe $10. Fellow guitar player here. What Marshall amp is that? That is a Duo. God, I have not played it forever. Let me see. I'll take a picture of it or something. What is this? Okay, it's a G5 OR CD. It's got like the import, and it has it's a combo. Yeah. But thank you. I have my little Vox behind it that I actually kind of prefer. Yeah, that amp's pretty old, but it's all right. It's all right. I did get some posters hung up. This wall is covered. Don't watch it. Don't give him money. Don't watch Captain Marvel. You do not need to watch Captain Marvel. You do not. And thank you so much for the $10 super chat. I really do appreciate it. I'm speechless about how bad. And it wasn't Ghostbusters bad. I'll give it that. I mean, it's cringy, but there are likable moments. You know, the cat is good. Samuel L. Jackson is good. Ben Mendelsohn is amazing. Anytime he's on screen, I'm like, yeah, okay, I like this guy. But he's good in anything. He's basically playing Ben Mendelsohn. Same thing as he did in Ready Player One, and same thing in Rogue One. He's good in everything. How well can you play? Not very. Kamikaze, hey, you live in Colorado too. Big up to legalization, yes.
I want my $2!
Oh, thank you so much. The Price is Right review for $2 super chat. Thank you. What up, Harpy Price in the house? Oh god, this movie was so. It was. Okay, so you know those Hallmark Channel movies that they play all day long during Christmas? They'll play like the same 5 Christmas movies and they'll run them constantly. That is this movie. Only with basically take a Hallmark movie and combine it with She-Ra. That is what this reminded me of. That porgs taste like cotton candy. Hello, Comics Battery Boy Zach. The best part of this movie was the hot dog I ate. Was the hot dog I ate during it. I didn't even have that good of snacks. I had an icy, which was good. No, the Cinnabon stuff were just kind of bad. They didn't have enough icing on them. They kind of tasted burnt. The funny thing was, though, before the movie, we did get... Well, there were 2 commercials for the movie before the movie. 2 little mini documentaries about, gee, aren't we neat? An Air Force nifty. And There's a couple of those, and then there was the Shazam trailer, like the new one that came out with I guess the line, the Sparkle Fist line was kind of a dig at
Hail
this.
Satan! Hail Satan! Hail Satan! Hail Satan!
Thank you so much, Devil Trigger DMC 666. I'm gonna skip this one and play home and play Devil May Cry 5. That's a good choice. That is a very good choice, and thank you so much. Also, yeah, go subscribe to Comics Matter with your boy Zach. You know him. You already subscribed. He's got like 100,000 subs. And I go sub to like all the comicsy people. The good part is that Captain Marvel went away for 25 years. Yes. Thank you so much. Price is Right review. Yeah, there will be spoilers. I heard Goose is why Fury lost his eye. Stupidity is why Fury lost his eye. There were so many like Han Solo, a Star Wars story moments in this movie. You know the first thing we saw when we saw a cat and we're like, oh, that cat's gonna scratch Samuel L. Jackson's eye out. Yeah, they play around with it a couple of times. So he gets into a wreck and his eye gets banged up in the wreck. There will be full spoilers, by the way. So he gets in a wreck, the eye gets banged up in a wreck, and everyone's like, your eye okay? Your eye okay? So then finally, you know, he's like, yeah, it's fine. He never gets it treated, and it's just like the eyebrow. Finally, all throughout the movie is kind of a running joke. It's kind of like the wonton soup joke in Ghostbusters. So he holds up the cat, and he's like trying to go kissy face to the cat, and the cat's like, no, put me down. And then still it's like, no, it's just a scratch. Dude, you were in Pulp Fiction, and you're gonna not go to a doctor because you got your eye messed up a couple. It's so cringe. It is so cringy. Captain Marvel is the first spin-off of MCU. It was, oh god. I'm so glad that I skipped this film. Hell, I'd rather see Black Panther again. Oh, thank you so much, JD 1989. Is it true that Samuel L. Jackson and the cat are the best parts of the movie? Yes, 1000%. And Ben Mendelsohn, he was really good. Orange Cat, good. He was so... Oh, look at your face. Oh, look at your face. He's a cute cat. He's a really sweet cat. You know, yeah. It's the best part of the movie. Hello, Zoogie. The cat is CGI, right? Because Bree's allergic to the cat. No, there is a real cat. You can see him for like a couple of shots. Most of the time, he's CGI. There's a few scenes where it's like, oh, just kitty, trot, trot, trot. He's really cute. He is the best part. They did not use him well. They really didn't. Yes, hashtag Orange Cat good. Did you react to the Ghostbusters 3 teaser trailer? I think so. I think I did. Well, I think I did it on the news, one of the articles. I have a Ghostbusters playlist. Unless it's a new one. Is it like a new one? Or is it just the same one from like a month ago? Let me know if it's a new one, because I need to do that. Because I did Shazam trailer this week, a couple days ago. And today was Cobra Kai. Yeah, Nick Fury wouldn't have been punked by no kitty. Yeah. Okay, there's a new one? No, I haven't seen the new one. I'll have to see the new one. Ghostbusters 3 trailer. Because I have been out at the movie all day. Alright, it's a new one. January 16th. January 25th. I'm not seeing a new one. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything new since February. Your boy Zach and Yellow Flash have a crush on me. Okay. I'm okay with that. What am I gonna do? Say no, you can't have a crush on me, or whatever. Of course, Yellow Flash does drive a motorcycle, doesn't he? It's Colorado, okay, so I might be a little giggly. I'll just warn you. You need it to sit through this movie. It's bad. You need it to sit through this movie. It's just not a good movie. Last I saw the user reviews, we're at 59. It's not the worst movie. I will give it that. It's not the worst movie I've seen. I'd much rather sit through this than Ghostbusters 2016 because that cat is fucking cute. And Ben Mendelsohn's great. This movie is going to be like the Last Jedi of Marvel, I think. It is going to definitely be the Last Jedi of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It felt like... You know that scene in The Last Jedi where Rey's like snapping her finger in that hall of endless rays? and she's getting told, "Oh, you're nobody. Your parents are nobody." That is this whole movie. It just slows to a crawl so many times. It is just two women talking for so long. It is odd, slow flashbacks, and not in a good way like Doctor Strange. Like Doctor Strange, you can get baked off your ass and watch Doctor Strange, and it is the coolest thing ever. You can watch that sober, and it's amazing. This crawls to a stop. Oh, Lord. Is it better or worse than Thor 2? I didn't see Thor 2. I don't know. I didn't see it. Oh, let's see. Josh Street, so you had to Trekker somewhat like Captain Marvel. No, I liked the cat. Orange Cat, good. He was, oh, look at that face. Look at that face. He was so sweet. He was the sweetest little thing. You boy Zach blames the screenwriters and directors, not Brie Larson. That makes sense. That does make sense because yeah, if she's directed to be bitchy, then she's doing a bang up job. I mean, I think they hired a bitchy, kind of condescending, snotty actress to play a bitchy, condescending, snotty role. That isn't necessarily her fault. That kind of does fall on the line of the screenwriters, right? Brie Larson's acting was bad because Samuel L. Jackson kept breaking her concentration. Did he? Well, you know, she was mean to him. She almost treated him like a servant in a lot of ways, like he was working for her. She treated him with less respect in some ways. Like, yeah, she talked down to him a few times. There's a scene where he's like really cool. He's using like the piece of tape to get a fingerprint off of something and to get out of a jail cell. And she's like, I can just zap it. She's like, no, I didn't want to take away your moment. And the way she says it is so snotty. Like, dude, this is Samuel motherfucking Jackson right there. Oh.
Excellent!
Oh, thank you so much, Price is Right review. How can Captain Marvel save the world and be in the kitchen at the same time? Well, she's a whammon, and she's the bestest ever. She's such a Mary Sue in this, too. Oh my god, she's such a Mary Sue in this. Dude, how the hell is she such a Mary Sue? This is like Star Trek Discovery bad. It is like a good episode of Star Trek Discovery. If you guys have been around me watching me watch Star Trek Discovery, which is what we would normally be doing right now. Tomorrow, I think I'm going to do an afternoon stream for Discovery, a watch along, because yeah, we got Telosians in Discovery, and I'm not happy about that, but I'll at least be able to yell. But yeah, it's so bad. It is like a 7th grade girl fan fiction sort of thing. Viper 69. The way he put it was that the role was written for someone that had a lot of charisma, and no one compensated for Brie Larson's lack of charisma. Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. She's like Superman without kryptonite. That is true too. No, like had you put some actress like Katie Sackhoff in this role, somebody who can kind of deliver a snarky line but still smile, Katie Sackhoff could pull that off. I love her as Starbuck. Battlestar Galactica is kind of one of my exceptions to the Battlestar Galactica and Cobra Kai are my exceptions to the no remake rule. Oh, holy crap, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dr. A, $20 super chat. Hey, good woman, I was pissed off they made Marvel a woman and Monica Rambeau a side character. She was Captain Marvel before Carol Danvers. There were some of the things I liked, and Brie Larson wasn't one of them. Absolutely, absolutely. So I don't know a whole lot about Marvel, but I can tell you my thoughts on what they're probably going to do with Monica Rambeau. She's going to be the age where she can fight alongside Carol, and I think that might be a backup plan that they had. That might be something where Carol's going to be something. She'll be like a side character, but Monica will be in there, and they'll have two Captain Marvels, because girl power. Because she'd be the right age. She would be, because she was like, what, 8 or 9 in 1995 when this movie set. That might be part of it. Diversity is not having Monica Rambeau as the main attraction. She would have been good. The actress playing the mother of Monica Rambeau, she was fine. She had some spunk. She had some charisma. She did pretty much everything that Brie Larson could have done or was doing in this role. She was the pilot. She could do everything, like except for like the punch stuff with her sparkle fists. Why didn't they just have her? I don't think anyone would have had a problem with a black superhero or another black superhero movie, quote unquote. We would have said, "Oh, cool, awesome, bring it on," because we don't care about that stuff, right? People are stupid though. Nyla says, I got a date this weekend and she really wants to see Captain Marvel. Should I be worried? I think girls are going to like this more. And I'll tell you why. It slows down and has a lot of like talking, sort of, it's cheap and pandering. And I think a lot of dumb girls are going to like this because it slows down. It has a lot of this talky, relationshipy, friendship stuff. And I think a lot of girls are going to relate to that, especially a lot of the normies who are now in the geek culture because it's normal sort of people. I think they're going to like that. And that's why I compare it to like a Hallmark Channel movie. So I think this isn't going to do that bad. I think this is going to be another one like Ghostbusters 2016 where it's going to do better with the female crowd that isn't there. Let's see. One of my friends who saw I had a free ticket told me Captain Marvel was a lot like every 90s girl power movie, but done the worst way possible. Casting Brie as the lead. Absolutely. Would the film have been better if Captain Marvel had sex with an endless body? Probably. I'd be like, at least I would be shocked. At least it would be a surprise. At least it would subvert my expectations. Relationship-y stuff. I want more of that. No, it wasn't even like, it wasn't a romance. It was more of a, how do I put this? It was more of like just a girl best friend sort of movie. I guess, I don't know. And it could have been, I liked that they didn't go there, that you could kind of have subtext there. If you wanted to identify with those characters as being gay, you absolutely could. That's at least one thing they did right, in my opinion, is that they left it ambiguous. They said, oh yes, Maria and her daughter were the family that Carol never had, because she didn't get along with her own family, so they basically kind of assimilate her into their family. I like that you could kind of take that either way. So that works for me a lot better, because sometimes I don't want, the forced stuff. It wasn't a romance, it was a friend zone, absolutely. Did this movie have any impact on Endgame? No, none whatsoever, none. The only scene is probably that little middle credit scene, and you can just Google what was in that. No, and that's still, it's pretty much anything that happens in this movie you can kind of predict. But just take how you would write this movie. And that's what happens in this movie. It is so predictable from point A to point B. I mean, the cat is kind of a minor weird thing. Oh, Goldash97, thank you for subscribing. Yes, watch Alita. Was it Last Jedi bad? This will be the Marvel Cinematic Universe's Last Jedi. It's going to divide the fans that bad. You're going to have some fans who are really going to like it, and some fans who are really going to hate it. And we're going to be talking about this for the next 6 months, I think. There was some Iron Man 2. I've heard it, like, I don't remember Iron Man 2 or 3. I really don't. I have no memory of them. I've seen them, no memory of them. So I think I liked it better. And also, Stars Girl Forever, thank you for subscribing. I want the cat. Orange cat, good.
Greetings, my excellent friend.
And King Rock Kid, subscribe. Thank you so much. Real fans versus fake fans. Well, I wouldn't say fake fans. I would say trendy people. The people who would in the 90s have been doing the achy breaky.
My excellent friend.
And Rob, who didn't subscribe, thank you so much. Holy crap, we got a lot of people watching. Also, if your subscriptions are set to public, you'll get a nice pop-up there. Hello, King Leek.
Excellent!
Oh, and thank you so much, Ladoran, 2002, $5 super chat. Maybe we can have a strong Southern belle, not an emo teen, and give Captain Marvel a nice kiss and put her in a coma. See? That's what we need. That's the type of thing we need. I think it's not impossible.
My excellent friend.
It's not impossible. So, Steven Smith, thank you for subscribing. And thank you so much again. I appreciate all the super chats and the new subscriptions and talking in chat. The more you guys talk in chat, the better my streams do. So it's just it's such a bad movie. It's just slow. It is the type of movie you can fast forward. You can be like playing Red Dead Redemption and listen to this movie in the background. Thank you so much. Sith Lord 3827. Hell, even my butt has a crush on Mecha. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, I really appreciate it. Stop lying to yourself, please. What do you mean lying to myself?
My excellent friend.
Lying to who self? I'm a hater. I'm a hater. What do you mean I'm a hater? Well, that's not my fault. Blame the 80s. We were conditioned in the 80s to hate every blonde, skinny, rich girl, you know?
Excellent!
Oh, Dr. A, thank you so much. Also, I was told I was on the alt-right by trolls because I support your channel and I wasn't super excited about this movie. I gave you a laugh. Thank you so much. That is so funny. I'm not that conservative. I'm really not. Actually, my whole thoughts on politics are none of them matter. None of them matter. Both sides are just bickering back and forth like a bunch of children. Oh, he wore this. He said that. She did this. Who cares? Shut up. Both sides. Wasn't Carol Danvers first introduced as Miss Marvel in Marvel Superheroes? Oh God, I wouldn't know. This character is so dumb. It's such a dumb character. It's so boring. I was at a flea market not too long ago and I saw a stack of comic books that I kind of wanted to buy. This is a horrible thing. Don't let me do this, chat and everybody watching. There are Archie comics from the 60s. That's my weakness. That is my weakness with comics. Archie comics, Pals and Gals, Laugh, any of those Archie spin-off. That is my weakness. No, I'm not a centrist. I just want to rule the world because there's nobody else who can do. No, I don't want to rule the world. I want to hire somebody good to rule the world for me. Oh Lord. Archie comics from the 60s are with money. They're not that much, and they're not in the best condition either. Archie's are one of the few back issues that, maybe I'll have to go back. I might have to go back. I shall comb the net for Archie scans. No, I like the books though. I like buying. I like getting like the big stack of the bags and the boards, and I like going through a huge stack. Damn it! Now you're making me nerd out about comics. Damn it! Don't let me start. Don't let me start collecting more shit. Please don't. You can only see. This is not even all of my guitars either. I got like 2 more in the closet. I want to rule the world, Ben Pachetti. You can do it. Damn, I was wearing 72 and I love the 80s. I love the 80s, man. And they didn't even do that much with the 80s or the 90s. Why did you even watch the movie after all those ranting videos?
Excellent!
Well, because I had to for the channel. I had to at least see for myself so I know what I was talking about. Arthur Clark, thank you so much. $10 super chat. I'm a left-leaning libertarian myself. See, and that's the thing with politics is like I haven't voted in like 20 years. I don't care. I just don't care. Nothing matters in politics. Nobody does anything of any consequence. Yeah, and also if I buy a ticket, then I can tell 250 people here how good or bad it was, and that's 250 tickets that might not be sold, right? If I voted in 20 years, I thought you were 20. I wish I was 20. What are your thoughts on the potential Bill and Ted 3? I'm excited for it. Of course I am. Yeah, we need to watch so we know what to talk about. This the same thing with Discovery, so I know what to pick apart and say, well, this is wrong, and this is wrong, and this is wrong. Yeah, or 250 more if the film was good. Absolutely. If the movie was good, I'd be telling you it's good. What was the last one that was really good? I can't remember. Oh, Aquaman. Aquaman was really good. Go see Aquaman. That was good. Go buy the Aquaman DVD. Slithering Peanut. I'm Canadian. Why do people keep trying to make me care about your politics? I know. I don't care about our politics. Like, seriously. People are like, oh, you're this, you're that. It's like, so, dude. Did you hear they may be doing a female lead reboot of Rush Hour? Oh, God. I didn't watch the originals, though. So basically, she loved it. Who loved it? Andrew Yang is the young Tony Stark of presidential candidates. I have no idea who that is. Oh yeah, Shazam's looking good. Shazam. We did get the Shazam trailer. This movie, okay, this is how you know you're in for a bad movie. If the trailers are all over the place. Every trailer was like a gender swap this or a gender swap that. They had a gender swap Pretty Woman, basically, where Charlize Theron is like a speechwriter, or no, she's like the Secretary of State running for president, and she's banging her speechwriter, who's Seth Rogen. It was such a reverse Pretty Woman, right? Then they had a reverse a gender swap. God, what was the other one? Oh, they had that stupid Mindy Kaling movie, where it's basically like a little girl's fan fiction of like, I'm the only girl in the room and I'm gonna be the bestest writer for this late night TV host who's old and white, and I'm a young girl of color and I'm gonna be the bestest one there. Oh, it was so cringe. It was so cringe. It was like fanfic. It was everything is so juvenile. But actually, the Charlize Theron one looked kind of good. There's a couple of them. There was a couple of them. What man wanted is a gender swap. Charlize Theron would never bang Seth Rogen. I don't know. She might. They had more chemistry than Brie Larson does with anything in this movie. Yeah, go see Battle Angel. Alita Battle Angel was playing at my theater, at the theater I went to, and I can't confirm or deny which theater I bought tickets to, because I will confirm this: Captain Marvel was empty enough to where half of the theater could have snuck in for free. So, or paid for Battle Angel. Can you tell me the plot? Pretty much anything in Captain Marvel that you think would happen happens. So full spoilers. She's basically. She's trained to be a soldier, realizes she's fighting for the wrong side, and is basically every man in my life has told me what I can and can't do, and I'm gonna not tolerate it. The movie. And there's like this weird story of, okay, so she was a human pilot, but she got the powers from an explosion, because that's how science works in comic books. And thank you for subscribing, by the way. And yeah, so basically a lot of the movie, like the first part of the movie is she's on this alien planet, she's doing missions and stuff.
Greetings, my excellent friend.
It's not terrible, but she's still not very likable. And then the rest of the movie, she lands on Earth and she has to find out who she was before they kind of did stuff to her on this alien planet. But they really didn't do anything to her on the alien planet. She was just like that. And it's so transparent. You can see pretty much every plot point coming in. Oh yeah, so that's gonna be how this happens, and that's gonna be how that happens. Happy International Whammas Day. Oh, I have a video coming up for International Whammas Day. It's a Star Trek video, and it's tight, skimpy, skin tight costumes on women. I think skin tight leggings, skimpy, skin tight spandex Star Trek stuff. I recorded it a few days ago. I don't remember it. Brie Larson, this movie will be a role model for little girls. Movie. If someone says something you don't like, steal their stuff behind their back. The motorcycle scene. Don't get me. Oh, this movie.
Greetings, my excellent friend.
This movie has a motorcycle scene in this. So you guys are all aware of Brie Larson tweeting out about the TSA agent who smiled at her, who had the nerve to ask her to smile or something. All he did was ask me to smile at him, and how dare he, blah, 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 or whatever. They did that in this movie. She's there reading a newspaper or a map or something outside an internet cafe, and a guy pulls up or is she at the phone booth, wherever she's at. She's outside reading something, trying to find somebody. Very Terminator 2, kind of, only not good. And the guy's like, you should smile. What's wrong? You should smile, miss. Oh, my God. So he goes in and she steals his motorcycle. She kind of gives him this stink face, this, how dare you tell me to smile? Sorry, a real woman would be like, no, I'm sorry, I've had a bad day, I've had a bit. No, like a normal human being. No, she just gives him the stink face and steals his motorcycle. Was I right about the 30K thing or what? I don't know. What are we at? Am I at 30K? I don't think I'm at 30K yet, am I? Slipping Peanut. The story was that the TSA asked her for her phone number. It was a humble brag as to how she's so beautiful men won't leave her alone. Ew. Ew. That's gross. No, that is gross. Looking forward to seeing the actual Captain Marvel on April 4th. Yeah, April's going to be a great month. April, we've got Shazam, aka Real Captain Marvel, and that one looks fun. That one looks good. And we have Cobra Kai in April. I can't wait. Erica Holla, did you enjoy the movie? Orange Cat, good. Blonde Girl, not so good. That's not the Blonde Girl. That's just a review thumbnail. Blonde Girl, not so good. I thought I had her pulled up on my thing. Orange Cat, great. He was so cute. He was so sweet. Can you see boobs? Well, I think the cat has 6 of them. So you can probably... Oh, actually, yes, you can. Yes, you can see boobs. I will give you a freebie. That's not them. Oh, that's not them. Which picture is it? I think it's this one. I gotta find it, though. Is it this one? There you go. You could see some boobs. April's my favorite month. Is the movie worse than you expected? Yes. I was expecting it to be halfway decent because it was a Marvel movie. That's even censored. That's even censored boobs.
Greetings, my excellent friend.
Thank you for subscribing. Wow, we got a lot of new subs, so thank you guys so much. I really, really appreciate it. Despite having Klingon tits on the screen. It's the tribbles. How much do you think this movie will pull in? My initial thought was like 95 million. Then I saw the movie and I'm thinking maybe a little less. No, I think there's enough people who are going to see this anyway because it's a Marvel movie. Yeah, 95. I'm thinking 95. It's not good. Oh, God, it's not a good movie, though. It's really, really... It is so not a good movie. I say up to 120. It could go 120. It could. I don't know. The eye scratch moment was odd. It was. How much did you pay to pet Goose? Well, I have a cat who's just as sweet, but I don't know. If there was a thing like, hey, pay $100, I probably would. Just an Andrino. I love how the media and everyone calling his fans angry sexist trolls. They're upset because she's a girl, but fans have been begging Marvel for a Black Widow movie forever. I know. It's not because she's a girl. It's because she's a bitchy girl. It's because she's a bitchy, unlikable girl with no charisma. Yeah, it's the new Klingon from the Star Trek show. Radio Void. I think people will see this to see, is this really as bad as the internet tells me? Yeah, I think you're going to get a lot of those people too. I mean, it's not terrible. It is probably one of the worst ones, though. I like my eyes are not petting the cat. Thoughts on Shazam? That one looks good. That one looks really good. That looks fun. That looks like big. That looks like a movie that should be out when I was 10 years old. And this movie looked like it was written by somebody who's 13. So, oh God, I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting old. Maybe I'm just expecting more from my superhero movies. Doctor Strange, Midnight Suns. Oh God, Doctor Strange. Why can't we just get the Doctor Strange movie? That would be nice. I'd rather have another Doctor Strange movie. First 20 minutes were really good. The rest was garbage. I don't think the first 20 minutes were that good. They were interesting. They weren't nearly as interesting as Aquaman's kind of home world to me, but it was interesting-ish. It kind of gave me way too many Superman vibes, and Superman's definitely one of my least favorite superheroes. It kind of felt like a bad episode of Stargate in a lot of ways. I mean, a Doctor Strange and Scarlet Witch movie, that'd be okay. I'd be okay with that. He's kind of my favorite one, I think, anymore, because he's interesting. He's actually intelligent. He's actually like he's very. They do a lot of good characters in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Superman. Batman's greater than Superman. Yeah, I like Batman better than Superman. Superman to me is just too boring. He's too overpowered. A 13-year-old could have written it better based around the sound of it. Yeah. Yeah, it is pretty much everything that you predict will happen in this movie happens in this movie. It's like, oh, and then this is going to happen, and then she's going to go find this, and then she's going to do that. The 90s stuff really is barely a reference. You know, the songs that are from 1995 are so barely from 1995, like the very tail end. It's just so weird. He's an overpowered Boy Scout, he is. How about the chase scene? People are praising the one on the bus where she punches the old lady. I mean, everything in the movie, everything interesting in this movie is pretty much in the trailer, except for some of the Goose the Cat scenes, which have really bad CGI, like really, really bad CG. And everything, like, you could just, you know it going in because it's been spoiled to death because of the toys for Goose the Cat. Like, every toy on Goose the Cat has been spoiled, and I want every single one of them. Because he's adorable and he's the best part of the movie. Like, they should have just made him the star of the movie, where it's Samuel L. Jackson and Coulson having to go and break a cat out of a base. That would have been a great movie. And they could have made it like Keanu. Did you guys see the movie Keanu that Key and Peele did with that little kitten that was so adorable? They could have done that. And I would have loved it. I would have loved every minute of it. We didn't need Captain Marvel. You should have just had a Nick Fury and Coulson buddy cop movie where they have to go and chase this damn cat around town. Wouldn't that have been a great movie? I would have watched that movie. Yeah, Disney made a movie like that, Cat from Outer Space. Well, maybe that's why that was such a good idea. They should do it again. I mean, they're remaking all the other goddamn movies. Sorry, cat lady is old. Bree should play Howard the Duck. Oh, Bree getting on with the duck. That'd be interesting. So the original Men in Black. Hey, why not? There you go. A Captain Marvel movie we're seeing. I think Captain Bitchface is going to drop in the second week. Yeah. Oh, it'll really drop. It's not going to have good word of mouth. It is not. I think anybody who wanted to see it in the theater is going to like wait until the $5 Tuesdays. They're probably going to wait a week or two. Because I think they're going to realize, oh, I don't need to see this opening night. This is not a good movie, but this is one that I will kind of want to see. See it, don't see it opening weekend. Go wait for a Tuesday $5 day. Go wait and look up the scenes on YouTube. Like, seriously. I like to see the Stan Lee intro on every movie. That's what they should see. So everybody like got their panties in a bunch over that Stan Lee tweet from his account. I look at it as kind of a Stan Lee is the brand now for that Twitter account now that he's gone. And he has a producer credit on the movie. He has so many tributes in this movie. Like spoiler, close your ears if you don't want to hear this. The entire opening credit sequence is all Stan Lee. It's just every single flash is just Stan Lee pictures, and it's sweet. So I don't have a problem with them using his Twitter handle to promote that. I mean, it's brand marketing, right? I almost bought you that guitar, girl. With someone in New Jersey won the Mega Millions. It's all their fault. Oh, thank you. Well, hey, if anybody does win the huge lottery, the $3,000 Martin, the other Woodstock. This is the cheapo. It's clearly a cheapo. It's one of the Mexican Martin guitars from there. They're still really good guitars, don't get me wrong, but those are, they're a different quality. They're definitely the lower end. Yeah, if there are any like rich Saudi princes or anything, I would absolutely 100% accept a gift of the giant expensive Martin guitar, but go ahead, girl, give me some credit. I know there's only one guitar you really want. Oh, the Flying V's. No, well, any of the Woodstock ones are great. Yeah, they should have just gone full steam all the way with this first female in Marvel movie and given us Gwenpool. It feels like some of the feminist stuff was cut out. It really feels like this movie was re-edited because it's very much all over the place. You've got You've got your like sci-fi space movie, and then you got the buddy cop movie, and then it turns into Independence Day, sort of, but not really. It turns into like a Stargate episode almost, and not a good one. like a Stargate Atlantis episode that you forget because it's got Michael in it. And then the main aliens on there just shapeshift like the Suliban on Enterprise. It's so... That was the first thing. I'm like, oh, okay, so they look like the Viceroy Remans from Nemesis, but they can shapeshift like the Suliban. Got it. And I kept hearing, okay, Kree, like Jaffa Kree. Which one's the Shova? What are we going through the Choppa Eye? I keep hearing Jaffa. I keep hearing Goa'uld and Jaffa words because I don't care. I don't care about a lot of the main story arcs in these Marvel movies. Forgive me. I'm kind of a normie. I'm one of the bad normies, but do you remember a female extra that gave Brie the stink eye in the movie? That's identical to the SJW comic writers at Room Marvel Comics, according to your boy Zach. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't notice that. Send me a screenshot on Twitter or something, or my Discord. I have a Discord server too. I'd rather sit for a marathon viewing of Stargate Universe. Yeah. I kind of. I just watched an episode. They aired 2 episodes Wednesdays on the Stargate channel. I have to shill for this because I'm a huge Stargate fan. Wednesdays on Stargate Command, they've been airing 2 episodes of Stargate live, or live basically. They've been broadcasting them so you can like do live chat watch-alongs. Next week, they're doing Wormhole Extreme and the 200th episode. I will be watching. I will be in chat over on Stargate Command's channel. I will see you guys on Wednesday there too. So go over, subscribe to Stargate Command. I will definitely be watching those because those are a couple of really, really good episodes. Of course, now I want to talk about Stargate. A much better use of the female Air Force and military. This was barely had anything to do with the military. You know, there's so many stupid things. Like they're trying to scan her memory. Like the bad guys are trying to scan her memory at one point. And I'm like, oh, okay, they're gonna see the mountain range and see that's Nellis Air Force Base. That looks like Vegas because I used to live out in Vegas. No, they didn't. They're basically trying. They're using the Tok'ra mind extractor thingy on her to get her visions out. It's so dumb. Oh, you wanted boobs again? All right, we'll show you some boobs again. What's Rotten Tomatoes down to? Let's look up the Rotten Tomatoes score. Oh, fuck. I don't want to. This movie. This is going to be. This is going to be the Marvel's Last Jedi. It really is. It's going to be like in the 80s for the critics. Maybe lower, like, and then it's the fans it's going to be right down the middle for the fans. All right, 81% on Rotten Tomatoes, no audience score yet. Oh Lord, is my reset. There we go. Rotten Tomatoes scores. Yeah, they still don't have any. No, they still don't have any. The tomato meter is, 81%. Looks like it's on 81 right now. Want some history? What do I want some history? What do I want history on? They're scared. I think they're scared. Boop. Weird flex, but what are your thoughts on next week's captive state? What is captive state? I don't know what that is. I guess that's my thoughts. Can you see a side boob? I wasn't like saying that on purpose. All right, Peter Griffin's side boob joke. Fine.
I want my $2.
Also, thank you so much for the super chat. Favorite Stargate series, Atlantis. 1000%.
To the Peter Griffin side boob.
Alright, here we go. I had to do it because it's super chatted, and this will probably get us claimed.
Hi there, and welcome to the Peter Griffin Side Boob Hour. A wonderful look back on all the partial nudity network television used to offer. Look at that side boob. Check out this side boob.
I can't show you any more of that. I can't. I have to break it up or else Fox will claim me. Fox will claim me. I can't. I have to. Because seriously, I can't show like me on here. That'll get me banned off my channel. Not that dumb. Have you seen Cloudfish's newest video? I haven't had a chance yet. That's the problem. Like, I'm so busy, like, either watching stuff to review. I barely have time to watch YouTubers. I've barely had time to keep track of the Vic Mignogna stuff. Your side Bobby now. Who? Not Captain Side Boob. We'll see if Brie Larson had any. Apparently, I guess her butt double was more of a running double. Probably. Closer to the pasty stream. What do you mean pasty stream? Out of curiosity, did you pay to see the movie or do you pay to see the... No, I actually did get the right ticket. I'm such a chicken. I can't steal stuff or... No, I can't do illegal stuff. I'm such a chicken. How's Captain Meowville? Going to cat good. Oh, he's a good boy. Oh, he's so cute. I love him so much. He was a good boy. What's my P.O. box? That is my P.O. box.
Greetings, my excellent friend.
I love this movie. Well, it's fair. I loved the cat. The movie, not good. Brie Larson, not good. Chris Neville, able to write reviews on Metacritic now. Only a 10 or so there. Oh, Metacritic. We gotta look at the Metacritic. So Rotten Tomatoes is down to 81%. Let's look at Metacritic. I always forget to go to them. Captain Marvel. Loop. How was Samuel Jackson? He was fun. He was really good. Him and the cat, so good. So good. Alright, don't play the trailer in the background. We don't want to get caught. Wow, 65%. Holy shit. Avengers Name Origin. There was an Avengers Name Origin. It was so cringe. It was like how Han Solo got his name. It was so bad. It was so unnecessary. All right, the Metacritic score. Oh god, should I vote? Can I vote? I don't have a login. All right, here's the Metacritic score. Also, get rid of pop-ups. I agree with the quartering. Wow, 65. Holy shit, user reviews. Go away. 3.8. Oh Lord, 4-3. I'm really worried about Endgame after watching this film.
My excellent friend.
Death of Star Wars. It is exactly like the Death of Star Wars all over again. Boring performances. Holy shit. My score is 8, but I chose 10 here to help against the unreasonable hating. Suck a dick, Alex. Suck a big fat one. Seriously, you can't grade on a curve because you're combating the trolling. No, I think a fair score of this movie, even if you like it, was an 8. Oh my god. Audience is still down. The IMDb has... Oh, let's look at IMDb. This is fun. This is like The Last Jedi and Ghostbusters. Oh, Captain Flatass. Captain Flatass. What are your reviews? 6.5.
I want my $2.
Another jackalope. Thank you again for the $2. Really, we can't see your boobs. Obviously not. It's against the terms of service. I mean, maybe if I were streaming from Pornhub, possibly. But no, it is actually totally against YouTube's terms of service. Alright. And I get in enough trouble with YouTube as it is. I push it with copyright. I push it with my swearing. I push it with calling women cunts. Yeah, I push it. Captain Mary Sue. She's very much a Captain Mary Sue. Oh, yeah. See, now we got 6. Wow. Right, you want to see? 6,418 liked it. Give it a 10 out of 10. 6,000 hated it. 4,000, 8, and 7 and 8. Okay, so this seems to be more like the I loved it sort of. It seems like all these people are giving it a 10 out of 10 just to counter all the negatives. 6.5 might be pretty fair. It might. I gotta give it like about a 5. Damn it, YouTube. Oh no, is YouTube buffering? Did YouTube kill it? So glad you used my Spice Girls reference. Of course. I'm fine. Okay. But yeah, if it weren't for the terms of service of YouTube, I would totally be streaming naked. Should rank the MCU movies. I don't think you'd want me to rank the MCU movies. There's some of them that people love that I did not. Oh, Lord. Captain Winterface, I didn't mean naked. Well, see, I did, and I would totally be streaming naked for you guys if I were on Pornhub, but I'm not. Thanks for making and creating funny content. Well, thank you guys for giving me like fun stuff to talk about. Was Captain Marvel better than the Predator movie? I didn't see that Predator movie. I'm going to probably say no. They looked about on par. But no, they didn't know how to market this movie. So they had like that new Fast and Furious movie with Jason Statham and The Rock, where they're basically doing like a buddy cop comedy. And then they had like the Mindy Kaling movie, and then they had like gender swapped Pretty Woman. And then they had like, it was such a weird mishmash. Do you think the music felt forced? Yeah, it was kind of terrible. Which is better, Wonder Woman or Captain Marvel? Wonder Woman for sure. But the cat was good. Both Doctor Strange movies weren't good. The 70s one wasn't any good, but I keep it for the fact it's a rarity. You know, I liked the newest Doctor Strange movie. Thank you for being here, Darth Yakes. But no, the cat was good. You'd rather see mine than the Klingorks. What do I have? I don't even have anything like on pop-ups. What do I have? I have my soundboard.
The almighty Bongolio, Bongolio, the almighty Bongolio.
The worst music was when she was inside the mine trap and they just blasted some wild, crazy music. That was Nirvana, Come As You Are, right? I think that's when she was in the mine thing. It bothered me more that they were playing it on a record, because by 95, like the only records I was collecting on the only things I was collecting on vinyl were like rare things. If I had a choice, I was getting it on CD because CD was better quality than vinyl back then. Yeah, 1995 had CDs. It would have been a CD, because especially like the Nirvana, like the only Nirvana stuff that most people would have had on vinyl would have been like the super rare shit, like the Sub Pop label stuff. You know, all their weird EPs, all their other little 100 press, you know, singles and rarities and shit. Like Nirvana was one of those bands where you had, you know, you had like the radio stuff and then you had Nirvana stuff. And I hate to be like, same thing with Ween. You know, the only Ween stuff I had on vinyl was like really, really rare stuff. So more Star Trek Continues reviews, please. Thank you. I would love to. SPG. I would love to. Sign the Meat Puppets. The Meat Puppets are licensed to print money. They weren't. Oh, they weren't though. I'm not the biggest Meat Puppets fan. I'm not even a huge Nirvana fan. I really have a soft spot for the Meat Puppets songs, the 3 of them. They had 3 of them on that Unplugged album that they did, that Nirvana did. Nirvana's Bleach album. Yeah, the Bleach album, like the Sub Pop era stuff. Yeah. Oh, you're a robot? Me too. Oh, Lord. Like a fire. See, I preferred Oh Me. Like, that was so pretty. That was more haunting on that album. That was probably my favorite track on there. And of course, the Lead Belly song. Love the Lead Belly song. And thank you for subscribing. Porno Graffiti should score a Marvel movie. I miss the days when Trent Reznor was putting together the soundtracks for stuff, because he would have found more obscure things, like when he did with Natural Born Killers, or yeah, I really wish that. Excellent. Oh, thank you so much. Let's win more $2 Australian. I want more mini discs to show up and everything. They didn't have any mini discs. Yeah, it was like 1995. Where were the mini discs? God, I remember 1995. I was listening to like Ween, Beck, Dead Milkmen. I listened to a lot of Dead Milkmen. I listened to the Cramps. Pretty much anything on Beavis and Butthead. Right around 95, I was listening to a lot more Beavis and Butthead stuff. So Babes in Toyland, and yeah. This is Strings the Exer, foot of the Circle K. Oh, I have a lot of different Bill and Ted pop-ups in my super chat donations. The Toadies. Yeah, the Toadies weren't in there. I remember them. I wasn't a huge Toadies fan, though. Tony Jackson, listen to Faith No More. Faith No More is good. Faith No More or Mr. Bungle stuff. God, there's a really good cover of the song Existential Blues that Mr. Bungle does. It is one of those songs that are so complex and all over the place that I absolutely love it. And it's impressive if somebody can do it live perfect like that, so. Listen, I was a dumb toddler in 95. Oh, don't say dumb toddler. Dare I say it? Tool. Oh, Tool was good too. Heck yeah, I like Bungle, anything Patton. I was addicted to Smashing Pumpkins. I remember Smashing Pumpkins. I remember getting like Siamese Dream when that one came out, and 95. Shocking they didn't somehow shoehorn in Pokemon and Tamagotchi. Well, Pokemon wasn't a thing in 95. Pokemon didn't come over here until like 96 or 97. Tamagotchis weren't really that big yet either, I don't think. Misfits Saturday Night. Oh, you guys don't see my, no, that's because my Porg's in the way. That one is gonna go somewhere. I've had that since I was 15.
My excellent friend.
Saturday Night I love singing Saturday Night Live. Or no, it's Saturday Night Live. This is where I get tired. It's 2 a.m. It's 1:30. No, I love singing anything off of Famous Monsters or American Psycho. I really love that era. Oh, Smash Mouth sucks. Wow, Hootie and the Blowfish. I never got into Hootie. No, I did listen to like anything Glenn Danzig made, pretty much. Corgan just got back his Gish guitar, lost for 20 years. Well, wasn't he supposed to be getting Darcy back? Like they were gonna go back on tour or something. Oh, Sugar Ray. So Sugar Ray, I remember the song Mean Machine, but then like when they did the California sound stuff, I didn't really like them that much. Typo Negative. Dude. Do I have my... So, this is from the 90s. I want this Typo Negative poster. That's the same poster. This is my bedroom in like the 90s. God, that's my other Misfits poster. That's actually in the living room. I want that Typo Negative poster back. I miss it. It was one of my favorites. Shut up and you're talking music. Of course I'm talking music. I always do. Astro Creep was my favorite album in 95. Dr. A. That was a good. I remember listening to that. I listened to a lot of Guar. They were really good. Who else did I really listen to in 95? Ween was like the hugest one. I listened to the crap ton out of them. So I'm gonna say, hey, I should be sleeping. You should be sleeping. We're talking about a good era of music. Dude, I love Typo Negative so much. They Typo Negative, 45 Grave, Misfits, Sam Hain, Danzig, 45 Grave. Listen to 45 Grave. Rocky Erickson was another huge influence from the 90s, or from my 90s when it was like 20 years too late for him too, but I was listening to a lot of his stuff in the 90s. And Ghost fits in all of those bands now, so if you aren't listening to Ghost now, if you like those bands from the 90s, definitely. I live in California. Oh, your cat looks like my cat. Your cat looks so much like my cat, Callie girl. He's even got the little brown thing. God, I wonder where my cat is. If my cat's at the door, I'm gonna bring him in. He looks so much like your avatar. What's your best band live? The best band I ever saw live was probably Blind Guardian. Probably Blind Guardian. Probably Blind Guardian. And Typo Negative was really good live. Ghost was really good live. The Electric Hellfire Club was really good live. They're another really good one. You're sure? You're right. It was 96. Those years blend together when you're a single digit in that time period. Oh, Circle Jerks is good too. How dumb is Scott Mendelson on a scale of 0 to 10? I think he's very intelligent, but I think he's a dick. So I'm gonna give him. He's probably like a 7 out of 10 for intelligence. Did you hear Censor back then inspire Linkin Park? No, I didn't really listen to Linkin Park either. The Pixies. I saw Frank Black solo in 95. I want to say 95 or 96. Kim FDM was great live. See, that was another thing that was wrong with this movie. So Brie Larson's wearing that little Nine Inch Nails t-shirt, and Samuel L. Jackson's like, I lose the grunge look, or I like the grunge look or something. Nine Inch Nails wasn't grunge. They were industrial. Grunge people weren't listening to industrial for the most part. You had you had people who would. But no, Nine Inch Nails and KMFDM and Skinny Puppy and Ministry. People listened to like those bands in a little cluster. And then people listened to like Pearl Jam and Soundgarden and blah, blah, blah. All those bands over there. They didn't have a whole lot of crossover. Yeah, Nine Inch Nails was not grunge. They were not grunge. They were techno industrial. They were more closer to industrial. 10 things you noticed in the comics that was not in this movie. I don't know. I didn't read the comics. I don't like to give you guys any false impression. I am two comic book movies. I am the normie coming in. I am the Star Trek nerd coming in. It's like I'm basically the person like, where's the science in that? How does she survive an explosion? Yeah, I'm the Star Trek nerd coming into this stuff. Like, Nine Inch Nails grunge is like calling Limp Bizkit good music. That's pretty true. What about The Cure? I like The Cure. All right. I mean, I really have to be in the mood for them. Danzig's Industrial album was interesting. Which one? Black Acid Devil? That's the one I saw him on, was Black Acid Devil, that Industrial album. The Electric Hellfire Club were better. So there's a band I love from Boulder called the Warlock Pinchers that you guys should check out. They're kind of they're weird. Pantera is the best band I've seen live. Oh, Pantera. I never got to see them live. Refresh my Rotten Tomatoes. All right, let's refresh Rotten Tomatoes score. Did it go lower? It was at 81%. There we go. Rapper 1000. I already answered. I don't know. Rapper 1000. I never read the comics. Boris Saji. Warlock Pinchers rock. I got their albums right there. Deadly Kung Fu and Circus Sized Peanuts. Those are sealed. I rebought them. I didn't know what happened to my originals. I had to rebuy them. Bree's the type of girl who only smells like Teen Spirit, probably. Do you still have my Junkos? I didn't wear Junkos then. Shit, you want to see me in the 90s? Alright, so this is me in the 90s. This must have been a Halloween costume. This was 1995. This is me 1995. Halloween. So October 95. Like right around the time this movie takes place. Halloween 95. I look exactly the same. I'm fatter though. Halloween 94. Unplugged in New York's on the TV there. Wasn't quite Elvira. July 95. God, I wish I was that skinny still. July 95. I look exactly the same. Portishead, I remember. or Old Pantera, Metallica, maybe Sepultura. Oh, I remember Sepultura. I do. Actually, I did dress as Elvira. God, once. Stone Temple Pilots. I saw Stone Temple Pilots in 94. I want to say 94. I think it was 94. Did I miss the spoilers? Yes. Yes, you did. Don't you remember that in the 90s, anyone not into rock or metal called everyone into rock and metal grungers? I remember you had like the metal wasn't a thing. You had grunge and then you had like alternative, but alternative was kind of grunge. So you had like the alternative stuff and then you had like the Beck stuff. And you look more beautiful. Oh, thank you. I was younger there. I was young. I'm so much older then. I'm younger than that now. And yes, sometimes I quote the birds. Beck was actually not too bad in the 90s. Like up until like 96. Stereopathetic Soul Manure had some really great stuff. One of my all-time favorite albums though is One Foot in the Grave. It's kind of his folk album. No budget, really lo-fi, kind of a home recording sort of thing, like an apartment recording. So good though. I highly recommend it if you like kind of just folk stuff. It was really cool. That and like there's another kind of similar sort of style album by a couple of the members of Luscious Jackson, the Co-Stars. That was another really kind of cool, low-key, little mellow, just mellow song, sort of acoustic ones, right? Rotten Tomatoes is down to 81. That's what it's been. It's been 81. I think it's gonna drop. Got so plastered the day I heard Dimebag Daryl was killed. Oh god, I got to see Vinnie Paul at least. I never got to see Dimebag. Slipknot Iowa album. See, that was I didn't listen to like that stuff by then. I had moved on. I had really moved on. I had moved on to like King Diamond, and I'm a huge King Diamond fan. Kraftwerk I got into for a while too.
My excellent friend.
Grunge over here in the UK died the day Cobain died and was quickly replaced by rock punk and metal. Dude, I imagine in the UK, like around 94, a lot of the stuff I was listening to around 94 and even later, up until like 98, 99, I was listening to all of Pulp's back catalog and Supergrass. Love Supergrass too. They were another one of my favorites in the 90s. Pulp and Supergrass were so underrated over here. Like, nobody knew who they were. I love them.
Want my
Hi, Priest, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. I really, really appreciate it. I hope you guys like the little pop-ups on there. Pulp has some good tunes. I love them. God, they're one of my all-time favorite bands. I would love to go back to the UK. See, Oasis, like, I remember I missed seeing Oasis for that first album. I'm kind of glad I didn't, but... Hello everyone from China. Well, hello in China. Holy crap. You familiar with any Australian acts? Not too much. Only the like really popular ones like Midnight Oil or In Excess or The Vinyls, I guess were Australian. Men at Work, yeah, just only the big ones. Well, Clutch. I don't really remember much about Clutch. I didn't really get into them. I kind of go through phases in music. You know, there was a phase where I listened to just a shit ton of Madness. And that was in probably the year 2000, maybe 99. Like, there's I just kind of go through phases of what I listen to. So sometimes I'll get really into, like, Britishy sort of music. And then I'll get really into, like, some metal-y stuff. Or it just depends. Yeah, we also had something called Britpop, Oasis and Blur after he died as well. Oh yeah, the Britpop is what I remember. More than a lot of the other stuff. You know, Blur, Oasis, Pulp got thrown in there too, Supergrass got thrown in there. Early Manson was good. Early Marilyn Manson was really good. They were, God, I saw them in 98. For Antichrist Superstars. That was probably one of the better shows I was at too. I don't remember much of it, but it was pretty awesome. Yeah, Lunchbox. Oh god, that Portrait of an American Family was really good. You know, I can go back and listen to Dogma off of there. I can go back and listen to Dope Hat. There's so many good songs on there. Britpop was pretty rad, not gonna lie. Remember Scritti Politti? I've heard of them. I don't think I've ever heard them. And Colin Swinburne, Australian $2. Thank you so much. You need You and I because their stuff is great. I will definitely look into that. Let me copy and paste it and do a search over here. And thank you so much. Hopefully it'll pop up. Sometimes when we start talking, it doesn't pop up. Excellent. All right. There we go. We'll just put that in the thing. What's my favorite song? Oh, from what band, what era, what decade? I don't think I can pick a favorite song or a favorite band. It just depends. Dr. Detroit. Wow, that's an obscure one. That's a Devo obscure one. What was the audience like at the movie? Well, it was half empty. They were mostly people like 40. There was like a guy with his family, a young kid. There was not a lot of kids. It looked like a typical comic book fan. It was very empty. It was not full. It was like, seriously. Trevor Random, I love Devo. See, now I want to listen to Devo. Yeah, it was half empty. Well, I do have the Energy Dome. I had one person finally comment and say it was an Energy Dome and not a Devo hat. I'm like, oh. No Incubus fan. I never really, I don't think I've heard, I don't think I can name any songs of theirs. I don't know. I'm not like a radio music fan, if that makes any sense. If they're a band that gets played on the radio all the time, I tend not to listen to them. Ghost is kind of the exception. I'm like, how are they playing Ghost? How are you playing Ghost? They're actually good. Oh, Lord. It was on 25% full when I went live in the middle of Kansas, so I don't know if that counts. Oh, Lord. If I say somebody who enjoyed his fair share of Oasis. No, some Oasis songs were good. Like, I could still listen to What's the Story, Morning Glory. So, we were talking about Nirvana earlier. Does anyone remember a band called Four Squirrels? They had a song called Mighty KC. It was dedicated to Kurt Cobain. It was released, like, right after his death. Sad thing about that band, though, is that they all, or a lot of them ended up dying, like in a bus crash or something right before they really made it big, because they were going to be big. They were really good. Highly recommend that song. It's just a weird alternative sort of, it has like, kind of take Wilco, but make them less... Make him a lot more serious in places. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird.
My excellent friend.
It punched me in the soul. I heard Keith Flint died. Dude, the song "Fire" from like that first album. That's one of my favorite Prodigy songs, right? And not Firestarter. No. The Fire, the one where it's all sped up and sounds like a chipmunk, and they use the Crazy World of Arthur Brown. I love that one so much. Anthony Timmons, I'm going to see Alita Battle Angel instead of Captain Marvel. Do that. Because Captain Marvel, you don't need to see. It's just fill in the blank. You don't need to see it. Jesus, remember that great song? Yeah, they all died in a fiery bus crash. I know, it's sad. It's so sad. It's one of those songs that never really got big because they all ended up dying. Appreciative to Bikini Girls and Machine Guns. Yes! Oh my god, that is my favorite Cramps album. Stay Sick is my favorite Cramps album of all time. And yes, Bikini Girls and Machine Guns would have been it would have been interesting. Why? Hell, Spiderwebs would have been more interesting for her to fight than I'm Just a Girl. That is so stereotypical and cheesy. Oh, Lord. It is 4 a.m. in the morning. Oh, no. Yeah, I'm probably going to wrap up here pretty soon. My voice is going. Crocus. I remember Crocus. I'm going to see the kid. Billy the Kid is school. Yeah, your picture of your cat looks so much like my cat. It is ridiculous. With those big blue eyes and the little brown nose. That's exactly what Zabu looks like. Darn, I'm late. Did I miss everything? Just about. What do you think of the band Behemoth? I haven't heard them. Yeah, she's not just a girl. She's a whammon. She is a whammon. Would you recommend this movie? No, I think this is one you can skip unless you're really, really dead set on seeing the cute cat. like normally, like if you guys are just kind of passing through wondering for a review of Captain Marvel and don't know me, normally I'm pretty brutal. It's also 2 in the morning and I don't want to wake up my neighbors. I've got neighbors on each side of me, so it's cringe, it's bad, it's the best part of the movie is the cat. The cat is the best. Louis Lynch. Goose is worth it. If you really, really want to see a movie that's kind of slow that has a really cute cat, then I'm not gonna say don't. Samuel L. Jackson's really awesome too, but
Excellent.
except Halloween. Oh God, Halloween is amazing. Love Halloween too. Oh, thank you so much. Bin Dang donated 420 through Streamlabs. Have an excellent day. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Also, why doesn't the Streamlabs one match up to the 420? I don't know why it doesn't, but thank you so much. We'll pretend we played the 420 soundbite. Because I don't know if I can do that here. Yeah, Jackson always elevates the movie 50%. He does. She was a little bitchy to him. Brie Larson, if you can stand her being kind of bitchy in the movie, then it's not that bad. It's very slow in a lot of places. Ben Mendelsohn is amazing. He's having the time of his life. Samuel L. Jackson's having fun. The cat's having fun. Jude Law's really good too. Yeah, Jude Law's good in this too. Yeah, Ben is really good. Stanley cameo. Oh gosh. So they got Stanley. Spoiler. The first Stan Lee thing that they do is they just basically plaster every frame that they can for the Marvel logo. It's all Stan Lee. Every single frame, every comic book panel in the Marvel logo is Stan Lee. So that was good. His cameo though, he's on the bus reading the Mallrats script. Oh god, it's good. I need to watch Mallrats again because I think I'm missing something there. But Captain Cat. I recommend The Satanist by Behemoth. I like a lot of the Satan music. I can't lie. I like the Electric Hellfire Club. I love Ghost. I like the devil music. Orange Cat, good. Just described Brie in Twitter live chat. Oh no. But no, it's Stan Lee is reviewing this from the grave. Oh, here's the thing about that. Does Stan Lee hate this character? Or did he support the character? Because I kind of treat the Stan Lee Twitter account like it's a brand. And they did dedicate the movie to him pretty much, didn't they? Well, they dedicated it to a female fighter pilot, but they gave him a producer credit. They gave him all that time in the movie, right? I don't have a problem with his Twitter handle estate. I mean, it's more of a brand account now because people know he's gone. Yes, Orange Cat, good. Deicide. I listened to Deicide in 91. Yeah, they were actually pretty good. Venom's alright. Venom, I don't mind. King Diamond, love King Diamond. I've seen King Diamond a couple of times. I really love King Diamond. Obituary. Some Obituary is really, really good. Yeah, some of it is. God, there's another band, Death. They have 2 really, really good songs. Annihilator has a couple of really good songs. I could go on and on and on. If I followed in Stanley in memory of Stan, not to be advertised by Stan. What else would the Twitter account do though, other than be like an advertisement account, like a brand account? You know, that's like following any celebrity that's just basically saying, "Hey, here's the latest." I kind of view that like a lot of these celebrity accounts that are clearly only there to advertise something, like Star Wars account or Star Trek account. That's kind of how I view it. So. Iron Maiden. Oh yeah, I love Iron Maiden. I need to see them. Death Clock. I love Death Clock too. Dude, I love the Brendan Small, the White Falcon, the Flying V. Oh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. It's a guitar. Every heartbeat is a beauty sleep. Yeah, I have one video that's gonna come tomorrow. Probably in 6 hours. It's in honor of International Women's Day. It is basically me objectifying women in skin-tight spandex So for Happy International Women's Day. Yeah, Twitter's just advertising this too. Spoiler, the cat is the best part of the movie. Look at your face. Oh, look at your face. He's such a good boy. He's a good boy. I think he's a girl, but it's alright. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out. It has been a blast. Holy shit. Do we wanna do the credits or no? I don't wanna do the credits. I don't wanna do the credits. We're skin tight spandex. Nice. See, and we like looking at women in skin tight spandex. At least I do. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out. It has been a blast. I had that skin tight spandex video over on my Patreon early. So I do have Patreon, I have Twitter, I have a P.O. Box. That's Mecha Random 42, P.O. Box 1566, Loveland, Colorado 80539. Thank you guys so much for watching. It has been fun. My voice is going. I will see you guys on the next video or live stream. Bye. Actually, do you want the credits? I can do the credits. We can do the credits. Let's see if they actually pop up. If they don't pop up, we won't do the credits. Let's see if they will. They do, and they look like Star Trek. Thank you for supporting the stream. Thank Da for supporting through Streamlabs. And Super Chats, Justin Maybe, Price is Right Review, Devil Triggered DMC, JD 1989, Dr. A, Lateran 2002, Sith Lord 3827, Arthur Clark, Northern Jackalope, Colin Swinburne, Night Breeze, and thank you to all the new subscribers. Rotten Tomatoes audience score is up. Is it up? Is it up? We'll just refresh the page then. Well, this will be the video. We'll do the stream after. You want to do the live video right now? We'll do the live video part right now. Oh, look at this. I gotta pull it up for you here. Oh, this is precious. Look at this. Live Rotten Tomatoes score. Oh my god. Bonus time. It'll go down to 50. Oh my god. 61%. What was the end credit scene like? Well, spoiler, they set up the Avengers. And Captain Marvel's like... So Captain Marvel's like... Well, so basically all the Avengers that are left. So you got Scarlett Johansson, you got Mark Ruffalo, you got the Captain A head guy, Steve, the guy with the A on his head. They're there in their little base. They're looking at the pager, right? They're trying to track where the message got sent. So this is after Nick Fury turns to dust, right? So they're like, oh, we just need to, I want to know where this goes. Well, as soon as you know where this goes to, let me know, right? So she turns around, Captain Whammon's there. Where's Fury? Bitch face. Oh my god. Your Skrulls are trying to destroy their own civilization from the inside, yeah. I hope Black Widow eats Captain Whammon for lunch. I hope so too, because yeah, Brie Larson's not good. So we're gonna have to go through some of the audience scores. Are they on yet? Oh Lord, no! I want to see the audience score. That's what I want. View all audience reviews. Well, these are the not interested. These are all from February. They're up. Okay, they're up. But no, these are still the not interesteds. Did I click the wrong place? I might have clicked the wrong place. 61% liked it. Let's see, there are no future reviews. View all audience. Yeah, when you go into view all audience, it spits you back into the want to sees. Here, this is what happens when you go into the view audience. These are all from like February 25th. Spilled popcorn is below 60. It is. Yeah, see, this is all... They don't have a newest, huh? Can I sort by newest? I cannot. Well, I know what I'm making a video on in a little bit. It was 59 earlier. It's not a good movie. It's about a 5, so... But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I think I'll do a little quickie maybe video over here. Do we want to just end the stream with like a live video here? A video review of, well, I don't need Streamlabs. I don't need Peter Griffin's side boob hour. Alright, that is not what I want. We'll do that. Let's, but one of the things I need to do, we need to reset stuff. You guys get to see this live. So you get to see a live video. Okay, there's that. Now I have to be on top of it. There we go. So you guys see me doing this live. That is not... Oh, here we go. That's not what I'm trying to do. Brie Larson is a sentient carrot cake. She is a huge, horrible carrot. That's a reference to a song you guys have probably never heard. Oh, Lord. Captain Marvel reviews are already in, and it's not good. It is not good. Oh, I gotta be on this side. I gotta be on this side always. Alright, so, goes the cat. I am so awesome. Orange Cat was very, very good. He was such a good little boy. He was such a good boy. Or girl, or whatever. Orange Cat, good. Alright, so we're gonna do the live video, and I'm gonna end the stream as soon as we end the video, too. Look at the Alita score. I should look at the Alita score. Oh, we gotta refresh our makeup, too. This is why we don't do these live. Do you happen to see that movie? No, Alita doesn't look interesting. I don't like Blade Runner looking things. I don't like robot-y things. I don't like fight sequences, and yeah, there's just nothing about Alita that looked good for me, but I totally get why people love it. According to Fixstarter, it was 61. Others say it is hot. Our makeup. Yes, you're all in the video. I don't know how to get you guys in the video. Actually, I probably could. I probably could. I DM'd you a photo of D-Conic on Twitter. Okay, thank you so much. Alright. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. I'm a Star Trek fan. I don't like robot-y things. There's a difference. There's a difference. I don't like battle-y things. I like more the intellectualism of Star Trek. Thank you for making all these videos and keeping us up to date. Oh yeah, this is great. Okay. 3, 2, 1. We're gonna go live. We're gonna go live. I've seen it as crap. Oh, this is crap. Captain Marvel was bad. It was bad. Hello everyone, I am Mecha Random 42, your favorite YouTube harpy, and we are at the end of the live stream where we talked about Captain Marvel, and the Rotten Tomato scores just popped up. 61% audience score liked it. Thing is, this might not even be accurate. It might be much lower than this. Because when you click on the audience score here, this spits you out into the want to see reviews. So when they took everything down, they may have broken something. I don't know. When we go in here and we click it, view all audience reviews, these are all like from February. These are where all of the, not interested in my cup of tea, I think is going to be a filler for the Avengers. These are all the want to see scores. These aren't the actual reviews, right? Oh Lord. So then we also can take a look over here at the IMDb, which is still shockingly low. It is at a 6.5 still. Now this is where it's been. It's been in 6.5. Probably gonna make some more videos of these telling you guys where it's going, keep you guys up to date on that. But when your very first score on Rotten Tomatoes is like, for the audience, your first calculation is a 61. That's not good. 65 here on Metacritic. A lot of people not liking this movie. There's a lot of people not liking this movie. And I did give a pretty good spoiler, sort of spoiler-free review. Go check out that video. I'll link it in this video description. For like the full spoiler stuff, I'll link the live stream as well. just a quick little early Rotten Tomatoes score. This is a super short video, by the way, but I think it's gonna go lower. I think we're gonna hit around a 48%, and then we're gonna. I think in the next couple of days we're gonna start hearing more. Oh, you're sexist trolls are review bombing this movie again. We're gonna keep hearing that stuff. I'm a woman. I didn't like the movie that much. It was about a 5.5 out of 10. It was slow. It was not worth seeing in the theater. It was not worth your time and money. It doesn't make any lick of difference in the Avengers, and Brie Larson is unlikable and very bitchy in the movie. The cat is better. Orange Cat, good. Also, thank you for subscribing. Yes, Orange Cat, good. He was the best part of the movie, and Nick Fury. This movie is going to divide the fans. This is going to be the Marvel Cinematic Universe version of The Last Jedi. You're going to have some people really, really loving it and some people really, really hating it. And that girl power message is kind of, stinks its way through the whole movie, or at least the anti-male sort of message. It is cheap, generic. It feels like it's written by a teenager, and pretty much put in your mind what you would put in a Captain Marvel movie. It's in the movie. It is so generic, fill in the blanks, paint by numbers, and it's just not worth your time. But yeah, this Rotten Tomato audience score, I think is gonna go lower. I really do. It's down to a 61% right now. 61%, and the audience and the certified fresh, the critics score is sitting around an 81. Now, we all know what an 81 means on Rotten Tomatoes. That means it's actually not a very good movie, and most of the critics are just giving it a pretty decent score. Because remember, if a movie's like good, it gets a 10 out of 10. If a movie's bad, it gets like an 8 out of 10. That's at least what it seems like to me. But tell me what you guys thought of Captain Marvel. If you saw it, if you're gonna skip it, you don't need to see it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys on the next video or live stream. Goodbye, and good night, everybody in chat. Bye. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button, and if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye.